I'm making sausage balls. A lot of recipes for sausage balls use Bisquick. I don't. We don't buy it. It's not in my house. I do it all from scratch. So, I have 2 cups of flour. I have a tablespoon of baking powder. And 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to stir those together. Oh, and we've preheated our oven to 375 degrees, so it will be ready as soon as we're ready. We've stirred that together. Now I have a stick of butter that I cut into cubes and refrigerated because it needs to be cold. And we are going to cut the butter into the flour mixture with our pastry blender. If you do not have a pastry blender, you can do this with 2 forks. You can do this with your hands. Just get the flour mixture to resemble coarse sand. You want to break up all the butter. And I'm going to show you how to do it with your hands. So once you can start with the pastry blender, you can finish the pastry blender, or you can use your hands. And this is what I do. I just break up the butter in my fingertips and then mix it with the flour. I just want to stay away from the big chunks of butter. Once you've got the butter all the way mixed in, like this, and it looks like coarse sand, and you don't find any big chunks of butter, but just minuscule pieces, we add our sausage and our cheese. So I have a pound of pork sausage. And I have a pound of cheddar cheese. And this part I always mix with my hands. You want to make sure it gets all mixed together. And it's always going to feel a little dry, because it is. So I have milk sitting here. I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons and then add more as I need it to make sure that we get a wet mixture that we can roll into balls, because right now it's too dry. As if you see, I'm taking big chunks and making sure we break up the sausage and the cheese. And we're trying to make it a solid mixture so that you have a little bit of everything in each bite. I think we're going to need some more milk. So I'm going to add 2 more tablespoons and keep mixing. And we're going to keep mixing until we get one solid ball, basically, of dough. And adding more milk and mixing and adding more milk. I think we're almost there. All right, now it's time to scoop them out and roll them into balls. So I've got my cookie scoop and my sausage mixture, and all I'm going to do is scoop out, roll into a ball, and set on my parchment paper lined cookie sheet. And keep going until we have used all of the mixture. And you can set them close to each other because they're not really going to expand. Not like cookies where you have to make sure they're 2 inches apart because they're going to flatten out and run into each other. These aren't. And the reason I use a cookie scoop is so that they're all the same size. If you try to eyeball it and you do it on your own, you don't know what size, you get a bunch of different sizes. Well, then they cook differently. So your cooking time is not consistent. So we use a level scoop to make sure that your cooking time remains consistent. So I've got 24 on this first tray, or I will momentarily. We're going to pop these in the oven. It's 375 degrees for 22 minutes. So here we are, 22 minutes. Our sausage balls are cooked perfectly, and our second tray is in the oven.